The doctors here at Driscoll have always been like family. Elisabeth has added so much joy. She's just a lot of fun to be around. She's a great kid.
My major diagnoses are kidney transplant. I have like bones of an old person. Oh, I'm like going blind.
I found out Elisabeth was going to have health issues. I was about 6 months pregnant. I was told she wouldn't live to a year old. Elisabeth has had a number of diagnoses and surgeries, procedures. We are currently at 59.
Elisabeth's diagnoses are complex. I was aware that she had complex kidney disease, had received kidney transplant, that she had a rocky course over the years, and I think that my contribution to her taking care of her asthma, I knew was a small part, but I figured she had enough grief and enough stress with her kidney diagnosis, might as well keep her lung disease under good control.
You know, she's seen in her 18 years of life what people would have seen in probably 50 years of life. But I've seen her probably hundreds of times. I've looked at her chart, and if she had a paper chart nowadays, she'd probably have 100 volumes, and I'm not exaggerating.
What stood out to me about Elisabeth was that on the outside she looked like a normal everyday kid. But when you went into her chart and looked at her ailments and what's going on with her, she is the farthest thing from a normal kid. She has so many different diagnoses.
Her treatment has been, for the most part, challenging, especially the early years of dialysis and transplant. There was a lot of unexpected complications and a lot of challenges that she had to deal with.
So the feeling watching your child struggle is complete chaos and a lot of helplessness, a lot of anger.
It's affected my childhood like a lot. I spent most of my childhood in the hospital, like in and out and in surgeries. I started to really recognize how it was impacting me. So I just kind of kept it inside and was dealing with it by myself because I didn't know how to deal with it.
There were quite a few struggles, especially middle school going into high school. She really wanted to hide who she was, specifically her health issues. She didn't want other kids to find out. She didn't want to be different. She hated the fact that she was different. There were times when she asked me to let her go and I couldn't. And I'm glad I didn't.
Can we get that?
Yes.
This journey for Elisabeth has really been about overcoming all of that, overcoming all of the down times, the hospitalizations, the missed time with family, school, friends, and really coming out on top despite everything that she's been through, despite what the world has thrown at her. She threw it right back at the world.
I don't think there's really words that can describe how proud I am of her. She's lived a really hard life medically, and she has struggled through school and struggled through her health. And no matter what, she keeps coming back fighting.
Now I make jokes about it. I can't be serious about my medical because to me it's a serious thing, but it's not. It's how I cope with my diagnoses.
She's had this kidney now for almost 15 years, so actually over 15 years, which is amazing. And her kidney function is excellent at this point. She has very minimal issues with her kidney function.
in a way, Elisabeth is my child. And I have taken her from this little 12-year-old child and developed her into this 18-year-old young lady. And through everything that we've been through, we have made her stronger. And together with her mother, we can make just about anything happen for her.
Like, really talking about it helps. Like, putting myself out there. The minute that you learn to accept who you are, life is so, like, not easier, but it's better.
Through it all, through everything she's been through, she never complained beyond normal teenage stuff. And, you know, she really became, I think, an example of what it means to be a stellar patient and a stellar person. It's a great feeling for me as a physician to see, you know, to see a real win, see her come out on top.
Two of the goals I've had in her life. One of them was to get her to 18, which happened in October. So check that goal off. The second goal was to get her to graduation, and so we're there.
A lot of people told me, oh, you wouldn't make it to like first grade. Oh, you won't make it to high school. And so like now I'm like graduating.
Her decision to take her graduation pictures surprised me in the beginning because I thought she wanted to be nowhere close to the hospital and wanted to stay as far away as possible. But you can tell in her eyes that she understands what this is all about, and she appreciates it.
Elisabeth graduating means hope, and it means endurance. You know, Elisabeth has been told throughout her life, and her mother has been told throughout her life, not to plan, not to expect, not to wish that she would ever make it to this day. And here we are, and she is stronger than ever, and she is looking to the future.
Your graduation photos should show who you are as a person, and this is like a home to me, and it's who I am. So I wanted my photos to show who I really am.